Hi guys, and welcome back to Pass and Move. And for today's episode, we've got the quarterfinals of the Euros here for you against Germany. Of course, we did draw them. I don't think you guys got to see it in the last episode, but yeah, if you did miss the last episode, you should check it out. It was the defeat of Serbia 2-0. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we showed you the Ireland game too. But either way, we've got the quarterfinal for you here. They've also drawn the league division, the European League division, and we've been drawn against Czech Republic and Portugal. And I would say I favour those odds. I think we can actually qualify this time instead of just staying in the same division. If we do qualify, of course, we go straight into the semi-finals, I think. For the semi-finals, and it'll be an interesting competition to win, and a good piece of silver either way. There's also the World Cup qualifiers that have been drawn, so if we do fail here against Germany, then we still at least have the World Cup to look forward to. Of course, it's still in 2 years' time. But yeah, these are the teams we're playing against: Lithuania, San Marino, Azerbaijan, Kosovo, Denmark. Again, I would favour us. But yeah, for the qualifiers, I think again we'll be doing the same thing as the European qualifiers. And just show you the really sort of decisive games, I suppose. Not every game, it would be a bit of a waste. Would rather show you the World Cup itself. But anyways, we have met expectations for this tournament, which was reach the quarterfinals. So anything we do now is just extra, and it would be great, basically, of course, if we can beat Germany once more in a further down stage and qualify for the semi-final. Who knows? Let me show you who else. What's been going on. So semi-final, Portugal have already gone through. Italy and France haven't played just yet, but Austria have, and they're in the semi-final as well. So we will be facing Portugal if we do get into the semi-final, and it would be interesting to face the former European European champions. I think they're World Cup champions as well, actually. Yep, they are. There you go. That's the one I meant. Everyone knows they won the Euros, but last episode I said that they won a huge trophy, and I said it was the Euros, but I actually meant the World Cup. Because the Euros happened before the game was even released. But anyways, I think we can kick off, and as you can see, we've got the majority of our first team: Lallana, Rashford, Deeney, Lingard, Henderson, Dyer, Shawcross, Stones, Shaw, Klein and Hart is who we're going for. Harry Kane getting a bit of a rest, even though it's a huge game. If we'd need him more for a semi-final if we were to get there, because we only get 2 days rest. Also, Harry Kane is exhausted anyway, so might as well give Deeney a bit of a chance. He's performed well for the international team whenever we called him up, so hopefully he can do that again here. As you can see, Dele Alli on the bench. He's got only 4 to 9 days left, so maybe he'll get, make it just in time for the final if we do get there. And that would be a huge boost, of course. Ben Pearson, he's just suspended, and otherwise he'll return for the next game. But yeah, let's focus on this game. Let's see if we can actually beat Germany. So, expectations are obviously on Germany, but I'm hoping for a result where it is similar to the defeat of 6-2 defeat or so. So another game. Match odds on Germany, as you would expect. Their key man's Kim Biel. Of course, that means nothing to us because look at that value, that's 0. They just don't have the rights to the German national team or their players, I suppose. So for some reason, it just gives us random names of players who aren't even valued because you can't actually buy them or scout them or anything of the sort. But anyways, Jordan Henderson's our key man, and I think that's kind of a fair assessment. Maybe Rashford as well, but Henderson, I suppose. Maybe the captain. But yeah, Germany playing with a 4-2-3-1, so that'll be interesting to see whether their wingers perform or whether our midfield performs. So I agree with my assistant here and tell them to carry on from their last match, which they did win. So hopefully that would mean that we would actually get the same type of performance, hopefully. But anyways, let's slow down this during highlights a little bit. That's a little bit better, I suppose. Alright, so yeah, as you guys know, we're a possession-based tactic, so yeah, I mean, I'm not too stressed about, 65% possession or whatever as Germany have here. What I'm more worried about is just winning the game. I'm not overly obsessed with possession tactics, otherwise I'd actually, include more things like play narrow, close down more, push a higher line, retain possession, work ball into the box, all that business, what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's been 20 minutes so far and we haven't seen a single highlight, so credit to our defensive display, I suppose. But I would like to see more attacking wise. We are dominating the stats other than possession, so it seems like we're doing okay so far. I'm tempted to go to control though. I think I'll stay on counters for as safe as can be, for as long as can be. But yeah, there you go, not a single highlight for this first half, and that's disappointing. But let's see if we can encourage our players to actually try and win this somehow. Just letting them know they can make the difference. That kind of helps more. I've realized whenever your team's drawing at halftime, unless they've performed horribly, which we haven't, then the best thing to do isn't to actually just tell them off. It's actually better for you to tell them that they can make the difference, you know. If you're drawing but you have performed horribly, then it makes sense to tell them off. But yeah, we're playing Germany, we're not the favourites at all, so I would say so far so good. If we can maybe squeeze through, you know, on penalties, that would be okay. But you know, I'd rather avoid that considering everyone's fitness. As you can see, within the 60th minute, and you know, already 3 players are in 60 fitness. I'd rather make some other changes, but I'll just switch Rashford and Dini around, and I'm just gonna have to rest these players. They're dying, so I think we actually don't have another midfielder other than Dele Alli, so that's a bit dangerous. Who can play in defensive mid other than Dyer? No one. And no one can play as a box-to-box midfielder, so... Okay, this is gonna be a tough decision. Tell you what, let's try and find anyone who can actually play there. So there you go, there's a list. Henderson, Dele Alli, Dyer, Cook, Prowse, Lallana, Lingard. Yeah, maybe we can drop Lingard into midfield and then bring someone on who can play as an attacking midfielder instead. So let's do that. So let's drop... No, let's not drop him. Yeah, so let's do that. And there you go, yeah, Berahino, Lallana, Cook. It's not the best of the scenarios. But yeah, I think that's our only option, because unfortunately Rashford and Dini both can't really play there, so we will have to play Berahino there, which is really not favourable. But either way, I guess we'll have to deal with it. I was hoping to bring on Kane so that he can make the difference first, but if players are exhausted, I don't have too much of an option. There is a highlight just before the substitutions though, and hopefully it goes in our way. Lallana all the way through to Rashford. Can he take his man on, possibly find his partner? Instead he goes all the way Rashford, and what a goal. And there you go. So thankfully it looks like we may not need, I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but we may not actually need Kane, just on Rashford making the difference. And that's why you have 2 key men. There you go. We're going to get beautiful view in the low, behind goal low. Takes his man on there. Just curls it. Goalkeeper almost there, but it's just too much in the 90. You know, in that 90-degree part of the goal. So, kind of hard to save that. But either way, great on Rashford. And England 1, Germany 0. And hopefully we can keep that up. And that's kind of why I stayed in counter. We're going to get a set piece here. James Ward-Prowse into the box. Can't deal with that, but can we deal with this? Sure. Shut down the counter, please. Nope. Well, at least get back in positions then, boys. Come on, deal with this. Let's win this back now. It's too easy. Nope. Instead, Germany still continuing on attack. Long range shot. And Hart deals with that well. Alright, not too bad. Worried about a more intense highlight, but yeah. I think they've gone into attacking. No, they're still not into attacking 4-2-3-1. But yeah, Shaw, can he play anyone through? Nope, instead he's going to run with it and just pass for Rashford. He finds Cook. Cook, can you do anything? Berahino. Cook, long range shot. What a bullet. Lewis Cook. We thought we'd need Kane, but actually we needed Lewis Cook. And yeah, definitely pure inspiration. That is his first goal for England, and it comes against Germany. And what hell of a replay we're going to get here. Look at that. No one closes him down. Takes his chance. Goalkeeper can maybe do better, but I think it's just too much of a bullet from Lewis Cook. So thankfully that gives us a bit of an insurance goal. Makes it a little bit more comfortable for us. But yeah, Shaw getting the book is not too pleasant. I hope he's not going to get suspended. Berahino, can you find anyone through? Rashford? Come on, you can win that, Rashford. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Doiling. I'm pretty sure no one's heard of. We should test people's... Oh, come on. Are you seriously actually going to send them off? Oh, come on, Shaw. What's worse is we can't even make any substitutions. That's unbelievable. That's actually completely unbelievable. Look at Germany instantly responding by going into attacking 4-2-4. Alright then, boys, I guess we're just going to have to go into contain. So what we'll do is we will move Dyer to left back. Cook, he can play defensive mid. Berahino, Rashford can drop into box-to-box midfield there. Let's move into centre mid support instead. Dini, complete forward on support. And let's actually change Ward-Prowse. I mean, I'd rather a different defensive duty, but if that's the one he can do. Switch Klein to wing back just so we can make him on defend, that way we can contain better. And Rashford, I actually think I'll just play as a deep line playmaker on defend as well. Even though that's not your best thing, it's still better than central midfielder on defend or ball winning midfielder, all that business. So I think let's just do that. And hope for the best, I guess. But yeah, I mean, not what you want to see from one of your key players in a quarterfinal with 15 minutes to go. Oh, you would be taking the absolute piss if that went in. Thankfully it didn't. Either way, yeah, really don't want to see that from Shaw getting sent off. Not going to be able to feature for the semi-final, and you know, just really disappointing basically. But anyways, it is England 2, Germany 0, and we have gotten the best out of our rivals once more. The former world champions are defeated here in the quarterfinals of the Euros by England, and we suddenly make it to the semi-finals. And I would say, okay, is that really going to count? Alright, I guess it's going to count. 2-1, either way we should be in. Come on, are they really going to make me eat my words here? I mean, there's 15 seconds left. Look at that, Dyer just got bullied off the ball, didn't he? Yeah, that is Dyer. Completely bullied off the ball. Anyways, ref, blow your whistle, please. Blow it. Blow it. Mate. Blow it. Okay, blow it now. Yes, there you go. Alright, England 2, Germany 1. I was going to say 0, I still thought it was 0. Okay, so there you go. Good win, boys. They're looking nervous for some reason, even though the game's over. Germany eventually overtook our stats, but the only one that matters is the 2-1 defeat of Germany. So, let's see who... Actually, wait, what am I saying? Let's see... I was going to say let's see who we're going to get in the final, in the semi-final, sorry. But, yeah, we already know it's Portugal. You know what? I was thinking about saving it for the next episode if we do get into the semis, but it might actually make more sense to just show you the semis now. We're only 2 days away, so let's hope my laptop doesn't completely die while simming 2 days time, and then we can actually show you the semi-final as well. That'd be interesting to see. So the board should be extremely happy that we got into the semi-finals. If we beat Portugal, get into the finals, I would have to say that we've done quite well for ourselves. So if we go into the final, Italy, Austria, if we do get Austria or Italy, I'd say I'll back ourselves. I mean, I think Italy destroyed our hopes last time in the World Cup, but I would say that I would fancy our chances this time. I think we're a better off team now. I think, you know, they've adjusted to it. We're suddenly the surprise package, even though just going one stage further than we expected. But either way, Shaw banned for 1 game. Thank you, Shaw, for that. Rashford on form for England. And yeah, there you go, surprise package. Italy beat France 2-0 to get into the semi-finals themselves. And that's not an easy feat themselves. Either way, I would say they would be making me eat my words a bit. Okay, so we're going to get 3 days rest instead, which is better for us because maybe Dele Alli will be back in time. First a goal for Cook as well. And I've been reaching 50 games for England, so that's not a lot. But in terms of international, you know, games, that is kind of a lot. But either way, Portugal semi-final. Can we beat the world champions, the former European champions as well, to try and end their campaign of, you know, world dominance, back-to-back wins and whatnot? Italy did beat Austria 2-0, so we will be facing them in the final if we get through. And hopefully we will. But yeah, the final, it says here, is 3 days time, I think, after this game. So let's see who's exhausted. I know a lot of my team's going to be tired. So Luke Shaw's definitely off the books, I suppose. Danny Rose coming in instead, who's, you know, not a bad substitute, I suppose, at all. So Dele Alli still injured, and he's only got 4 days time. You know what? I really don't know why I called him up. I regret it now. We're going to give him 1 game's time, and possibly his fitness won't even be up for it. So I really shouldn't have selected him. I think someone else might have deserved it. The problem is, I don't know. I don't think anyone really deserved it out of the midfielders, the options we had. A lot of them haven't featured for their teams. Anyways, Klein's definitely exhausted. So the same goes for Shawcross and Jones. We're going to be playing with kind of a backup team by the looks of it, but I couldn't risk it against Germany, so, you know, not too much of a choice. Dyer, Ben Pearson, Henderson for Cook. Lallana's supposed to be off for Dele Alli, but there you go. Lingard and Lallana are both tired, and this is the exact same thing that I wanted to avoid. Rashford can come on for Berahino, come off, sorry, and Dini, I mean, he's match fit, but I'd rather Kane there. And let's see, is there anyone that we can play in centre midfield? Dyer, Ali, Henderson, Cook. What are the options here, boys? Come on. I think we're just gonna have to play with a tired Lallana. I mean, what else can I do? Button's a goalkeeper. Everyone's tired. Yeah, I think I just have to play with a tired Lallana, I suppose. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, backfire, I suppose. Yeah, see, this is the problem about, you know, keeping just even a single player who doesn't necessarily have to be in the team. This is the type of problems that it causes. So if Dyer was there, if Dele Alli was, you know, not injured or whatever, then we would be able to rotate our players much more easily, and I think everyone would be a lot more fitter because of it. So yeah, disappointing, but we have to deal with our decisions. So favorites for today's game is Portugal, of course. Our game would be very close. I think will most likely come down to the lottery of a penalty shootout. I'll be happy if it reaches that stage, even though I don't really back my players, but at least we could say we gave them a fight. Either way, Rafa Silva is the winger, or the key man for Portugal, which is a bit of a surprise. Are they not playing Ronaldo? Let's see the lineups. Andres Silva, Guedes, Sanchez, Silva. Hold on a minute. Let's see if Ronaldo's retired. I was going to type Rooney. Has he retired? Yeah, I think he's retired from his international. Yeah, he retired from international football just before the tournament. That's a surprise. But fair play, I guess. If he thought he could, you know, he's won the World Cup and the Euros. What else does he really need? It would make sense, I suppose, and that way other players can step in. But that's good news for us, I think. I think it's good news. I'm just going to say the same thing about picking up where they left off, because we're not favourites for today's game, so I can't really tell them, you know, you should be winning this game, boys. Because, you know, they shouldn't, by the looks of it anyways. But yeah, we do kick off, so that's great. We got Kane back, but Rashford is off. Hopefully Kane can step up in the same way that Rashford did in the previous game. And, you know, Berahino is a good player as an advanced forward. He normally scores for us. He's got a great, you know, international caps to goal scoring record. Don't know if we can see that here. Yeah, 27 caps, 16 goals. That's really not bad at all. Kyle Walker suffering a twisted knee. And Cook picking up an injury as well, which is not good. We don't want to be making these early substitutions. I'll hold them off until half-time at least. But yeah, the conditioning's improved at least. There is a highlight, sorry, now. And okay, so it looks like we've dealt with that. Pearson to Hart. Come on, Hart. Do not lose the ball stupidly. Find someone with your goal kick, please. Yep, there you go. Walker. What are you doing, mate? Smalling just knocks it forward, which is fair enough, I suppose. But really, that's just poor passing. And I would expect to see more. And it is Portugal on the attack with Andres Silva. Can't remember what his name is. We'll just call him Silva. But yeah, Portugal on the attack. Cedric, is he going to put a good ball into the box? Can we deal with it? And yeah, we can. Fair enough. Why are we being shown this? Come on, stop messing with our hearts, Football Manager, please. Kane, knock it down. Yes, Berahino, take your man on all the way. Long range shot. Oh, that's not too bad. That's okay. Considering he was by himself, why not? I mean, he'll always play it back. But yeah, again, once again, we dominate the stats a lot more. Triple the stats of Portugal in terms of shots. We had a half chance as well, so I think it's decent so far. And I think we will hold on to our counter mentality for as long as possible. We want to try and avoid making some substitutions as well. You know, Lewis Cook, Lallana looking tired. It's a bit too early to be making these calls. Actually, I'm sorry, Lewis Cook, but I'm going to ask you to hold on until about the 60th minute or so. And I think we can tell the players the same thing. If we can get a goal, make us favourites to win. Hopefully that's enough to inspire them to make the difference. We played really well though, so definitely can't tell them off at all. And hopefully we see more from them. Portugal actually playing more defensive than we are in terms of formation. But they aren't defensive, as in it's not written here that they're defensive. But yeah, formation wise they are a bit defensive. The 4-1-4-1 is kind of, you know, playing it safe. But yeah, are we going to see a highlight soon? Yes, we are. 46th minute, Danny Rose on a yellow, and he's got the ball here. Please tell me he's not going to get sent off literally 15 seconds after he got booked. Come on, boys, let's win this. Stop playing second fiddle. Ruben Neves, Bernardo. They do have a lot of great players though, Portugal, to be fair to them. It's not a huge surprise that they're Euro winners. Sanchez long range. And Hart deals with that well, and that should be the end of that highlight, unless it goes for us. If it's for us, Football Manager, by all means, please. Alright, never mind. Let's give Rose a bit of a warning though, to, you know, kind of relax so he doesn't get another yellow. We can't afford another sending off, especially this early on. And not much to show in terms of game, you know, not a lot of highlights, but yeah. Portugal switched to a 4-3-3 and they have gone a bit more attacking. So now our substitutions have to be very careful. So we'll take off Lewis Cook, Henderson as a box-to-box midfielder, Lallana. Good God. Alright, bring on Lingard for Lallana. Ward-Prowse, I think Berahino you're going to have to drop back in. Kane's exhausted for some strange reason. He really didn't play the last game, so I don't know what's going on with him. But we will bring on Rashford. He's likely to have more of a, you know, influence on the game rather than Dini. Hopefully Kane can continue with his support role. He shouldn't be running as much as an advanced forward. I really don't know why he's tired. But yeah, if the final comes, a lot of our players are exhausted, and that's just the difference between having one player extra available and not. Yeah, 0-0 though. And we do get a highlight here. Lingard, please, good set piece. Yes, Lewis. I was going to say Lewis Cook, but it is actually Cook, Steve Cook, our defender, who scores for us. And suddenly Portugal are in real danger of being knocked out in the semi-finals by us, England, the underdogs. And what a goal that is in terms of importance. Look at that, just leaps above 3 players. And the guy, whoever's standing on the post there, is absolutely useless. I think in real life they kind of do, you know, help, but in Football Manager I've never seen someone knock it out of the line who's been standing on the post anyways. And Portugal are going, you know, all out attacking. You know, they're probably on overload at this minute, but I'm going to stick to counter. I don't want to go into contain just yet. We dominated the game. It would be a bit silly to go even more defensive. But having said that, there's a minute left, and hopefully it's just a bunch of silly passing around. But yeah, just don't lose the ball at all, please. And of course, that's the first thing Lingard does. And Portugal on the counter, and suddenly they look like they might actually get an equalizer. Come on, deal with the ball. Deal with it. Deal with it. You... I'm going to do something stupid and go into overload myself. But seriously, we really couldn't afford to go into extra time. And now I regret not going into contain. But I mean, you know, it's kind of just logic. You only go into contain if the other team's attacking you like nuts. I mean, that was obviously Hart. Come on, Hart. He's supposed to deal with that. But either way, yeah, you only go into contain not only if the other team, you know, is attacking you like nuts. It's also about whether they've been dominating the game or not. They haven't at all. There was not a single reason for me to actually go into contain. other than out of pure fear. And I've regretted decisions like that. By going into contain, you just invite them to attack you even more. So I shouldn't be on overload right now. I think I'll stick to counter again and just go into control overload if need be. But I mean, if Kane scored that would be a great help. But really, if we're going into this final in the worst shape possible. Thankfully though, Italy have played extra time too. The only thing I'm wishing now is that no one actually gets injured. You know, if they're tired, that's not the end of the world. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Kinda my mistake because I forgot to take them off overload, but I'd expect to see better than that from my players. Just completely falling apart in front of this incredible Portugal team, who I unfairly said I would back my players against. I mean, we did perform fairly well, but not good enough. They haven't created a single clear-cut chance, yet they are 2-1 up. And this is just poor goalkeeping, poor defending. Hart has let me down horribly this game with those 2 goals. I don't know whether it's just the Football Manager engine that's showing a bit of a weird replay, I suppose. But if that's true in any sense, then he just completely let down everyone, and I still don't know why he's just a 6.7 performance. He should be on like 0 with both those goals. Instead it's Rose who's got a 6.4, so maybe he's at fault too. But either way, some seriously poor defending. It's ultimately our defense who's let us down, and it's really tempting for me to start playing, not now obviously, but start playing Dyer in the central defense to help with Stones. Obviously we are playing our B team, defenders, Smalling and Shawcross, Smalling and Cook, sorry. Is it Cook? Yeah, it's Cook. But they should still be able to, do okay here. Berahino does knock it down well for Rashford. And yes, England 2, Portugal 2. And now I don't know what to do, whether to stay overload or not. You know what, I'm just going to back us. Forget it. We've been on a roller coaster of emotions. If we can get a third one, that would be the greatest. If we lose, that would be the worst. But again, at the same time, perspective, it wouldn't be the worst. We've actually gone to the semi-final. So yeah, what a bullet from Rashford though. I mean, he has made the difference for us. Will we get one more? No, we will not. So we'll go to penalties. And I feel like biting off all my nails basically. But I'm going to do something silly here and go auto pick. I want to trust that my players will have some sense of thingy. But yeah, Hart's had a horrible performance so far, so I would not expect him to save anything. And I'm hoping that I jinx that and he actually does save everything. But is me saying that I hope I jinx that? Jinxing that again so that he does become horrible? Let's see here anyways. Hart, close. At least he guessed the right way. And up steps Harry Kane. Can he score his? No, he can't. What an idiot. That was like a little bit to the right. Kinda down the middle still. But Hart can make up for it, and he does, thankfully. Thanks, Hart. But really, if Kane got that scored, we've got the advantage suddenly. Now pressure's on Rashford to score and turn this around for us. And he does. I don't know, that's the weirdest goal I've seen, but it does. I mean, it does go in. I think goalkeeper just pushed it into the post, which made it go in. And Hart, what a save! And suddenly, it's 2-1 to England, and we can really press our advantage here with Henderson, the captain. Can he score? No, he cannot. No, he can't. Thank you, Captain. Bernardo. Oh, Hart. Unlucky. Can't do anything about that. That's as far left as possible. And it's 2-2. But if we score and, Lingard, please, come on. This is all on you, actually. Yeah, he scored. Completely wrong foot, the goalkeeper. Now, if Hart saves this, we are through to the finals of the European Championship. And that would be incredible. From Ruben Neves. Hart, can you stop him? Yes, he can. And we're through to the final. And what a performance that is. And we've come away with it somehow. And our players are completely exhausted, but I'm just hoping, however tired we are, Italy are just as tired. I'm just hoping that. But yeah, all I'm asking for is one more game, boys. And maybe we have a very serious shot at winning this European Championship against Italy. So yeah, stick around for that. That will be the next episode, so definitely check that out when it comes out. But yeah, I think that's pretty much should be the end of our episode. So let's see if this just saves properly. It has. Let's see what everyone's saying. Portugal penalised on penalties by England. That's not too clever. Semi-final, yep, we won. Play Italy. Cook's out for 2 weeks. And this is Lewis Cook, by the way, not Steve Cook. Lewis Cook, who obviously was injured and we took him off around the 60th minute. But yeah, he was the other Cook, Steve Cook, was the man of the match, which is fair enough. Kane pleased to just win. England proves prize package, same as always. But yeah, positive. Let's see what the board think. Competitions 95%. Let's actually go to competitions and see. There you go, 100%. They're very happy we reached the final. If we beat Italy, that would be incredible, and that would be the first tournament, I suppose, the first medal, whatever you really want to call it, since, okay, so World Cup was 66, Olympic Games, I don't know if you count that, but that's 1912 anyways. These are under 21s and French youth. Yeah, so I think really it would be the first major thing that we win since 66, and that would be incredible. That really would, and hopefully that happens. So yeah, anyways, that will be all for today's episode. So if you did enjoy it, then please do hit the like button and subscribe for more Daily Football Manager 2017 content. And as always, guys, thank you all for watching.